All right, well, the NHL ruled a hit on Ottawa Senators defenseman Erik Karlsson as accidental, but the club's owner, Eugene Melnick, disagrees and wants to prove it. He told a radio station that he's not satisfied with the league's ruling and will work with forensic doctors to look closer into it. That hit back on February 13th. Of course, Matt Cook's Pittsburgh Penguins' Matt Cook's skate going right into the Achilles tendon of Erik Karlsson. He's out, not on the ice. We don't know when he'll be back. So this story continues. On my panel today, we have Rick Gibbons, CFRA, John Brenner, CFRA, and Melanie Adams from Bob FM. Let's talk about this one. Was that intentional? Should Eugene Melnick continue to dig for more answers here?
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but forensic doctors trying to figure out, like, is David Caruso going to walk out with his sunglasses and make a quip? Because I don't see how. It just seems like maybe he should chill. Just relax.
Just let it be for what it is.
Yeah.
It was a hit. It was accidental, according to the league, John.
Only the person who made the hit knows whether it was accidental or intentional, and you know, you can investigate as much as you want, but that's as far as the league has chosen to take it. I don't know, like where are you going to get these forensic doctors? Then what happens? What happens if they come back and have this finding? No, it was. Where do you go with it then? How do you know, is there litigation involved or?
Charges? Could it be something, some sign of assault? Does this go beyond just the rink?
No, I don't think it does. I'm not sure a forensic doctor can know what was in the head of Matt Cook, and I think that's really where the answer lies, whether it, it was accidental or intentional. I really like Eugene Melnick. He's a passionate owner. Sometimes he gets out there a little bit with some of his comments and maybe in hindsight wishes to pull them back. I suspect this may be one of them.
So time to just let it go? Let it go? I mean, even if whether it was intentional or not, should he let it go?
Well, he can remain angry forever. I mean, let's remember he's a businessman at the end of the day, and that one hit probably cost him millions of dollars.
That's true.
And so, I understand why he's still angry. As hockey fans, we get frustrated. We hope the NHL deals with it. We have to live with the result a day or two later when they come down with a ruling, and we move on.
We've been getting feedback from viewers on this as well. There's the hit we just saw there. And Karlsson goes down. He was in a lot of pain. I remember the pictures in the newspaper the next day, the look on his face. We have feedback from viewers who would agree with Melnick saying that it was intentional. Let's take a look at that board. This is from Lorraine. Eugene is in his right as owner to look into this. After all, he is our star player, talking about Karlsson, and we miss him as he is essential to the team. Some of the viewers out there, some fans of the Sens, are siding with Melnick in this, that there should be more into this. There should be an investigation, even though the NHL kind of closed the book on it.
Yeah, and they can investigate all they want, even if it was intentional. Like John said, the only person who knows that is Matt Cook, and it's not like he's about to come out and say, yeah, no, I totally meant to do that. It's never going to happen.
In hockey, obviously, Cook is known as being an enforcer, someone who likes to cause a little bit of pain, and some would say that he was trying to intentionally hurt Karlsson. But I don't know if any of you have ever played hockey. I haven't myself, but I used to be a figure skater, and I know that just being on ice, something like that would be very difficult to do. That's not to say that he didn't necessarily intend to try to do it, but to actually put the skate into the heel in a split-second moment like that, to make that conscious decision as opposed to what's more typical in hockey, like a hit or whatever.
I played hockey as a kid, and not very long, because it hurt. What bother? Because I had,
it's tough on the body.
Well, I knew that I was never going to be, in that league,
right.
So I thought, what's the point? And I started watching figure skating. Because I enjoy that.
It's much gentler.
It is. There's poise, there's grace.
I learn something every day on Top
Yeah, we
Talk.
do, don't we? We do.
John is a figure skater. I like that.
Rick, do you think that he made that decision? If he did, let's just say hypothetically that it was intentional. Do you think he actually had the wherewithal to make that decision in that split second as he's heading up to the boards? I mean, we're watching these reruns in slow motion every time.
No, that's not the case. I think Eugene Melnick, if he wants to prove a case, he should get a lawyer, not a doctor, because I think he can make a better circumstantial case that Matt Cook plays the game in quite a reckless manner. And that has caused other significant injuries to other significant players. I don't think a doctor is ever going to prove that, the precision that it took for a skate blade to be in the right place at the right time and the amount of force required. I think that gets a little bit silly.
But don't you need evidence before you lawyer up?
Well, the evidence is there in terms of circumstantial. I don't think it's strong enough to do anything.
Right.
But I don't think you're going to get some forensic doctor to be able to make a definitive case that this was
And even if he
intentional.
did, and even if they did have some sort of proof that said it was intentional, where things go from here remains to be seen. Okay, I want to thank my panel very much today. Rick, John, and Mel. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again on Top Talkers.